Normally, if you're talking about an enterprise, whether it be small, medium, or large, when people say middleware, they normally go to immediately to large, giant solutions. Things such as BizTalk, Microsoft BizTalk, which is an extremely powerful application, but is normally a lot more than most companies need. It does have its benefits for extremely complex integrations, for very large enterprises, especially if they already have BizTalk specialists. It's a perfect solution for things like that. But as any developer, I think, who's been in business development long enough, we've all written some kind of integration. Just raw to the metal, taken a text file here, converted into database rows here, or converted in XML, drop in another folder, that kind of thing. Those are fairly simple operations. What I've found over the years is I've probably written 30 of those, at least 30 of them. All of them are extremely similar. So it dawned on me one day over lunch that, you know what, it'd be much simpler if we just wrote a very simplistic service, standard Windows service that can sit on a server somewhere and you can plug these little translation pieces into. So for instance, you've got a XML file that comes from somebody, who knows, and you want to convert that into something in a database. Well, you can do something simple. You take the XML, you convert it into some other format. You can convert it straight into a dataset XML if you want to, using an XSLT transformation. Shove it in the database. You can log that it happened. You can record how long it took, so you can report on it with Windows metrics or whatever the case may be. And what I found when I started boiling it down is that we could get the 80-20 rule pretty easily. We can solve 80% of the problems that are out there with integrations with a very simple framework, a standard Windows service, a couple interfaces, so that either your own internal developers can develop small plugins for it to do things like reporting on whether things worked or not, monitoring it, starting and stopping it, configuring it, things along those lines, or writing small little plugins that'll take in different types of input formats, that'll do different translations on it, that'll spit it out in different ways, whether that's an XML or into a database or posting it to a website or a web service or some other service-oriented architecture system, whatever you want it to do. And you can leverage all of your developers' given talents with whatever language it is they're using at a given time without having to train them up on some giant piece of software, such as a BizTalk or any of the other large-scale integration or middleware pieces that are out there. So it gives us the ability to take one integration or 50 integrations or 100 integrations and easily tie them into a very simple architecture that's easily maintained, easily monitored, and solves all your problems without the giant licensing costs, without the learning curves, and without the complexities of the maintenance of even just the servers and the licenses.